just digest your own play and where he thinks you and some of the other guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I knew what I was getting myself into when I came here, so I appreciate the high standards that he holds us to. So there's no, there's no lack of, just because the stats say you had this or that you played good. So he holds us to high standards, and that's in the long run going to be beneficial to our success. So I can't say anything to that. I'm just going to watch the film and take everything with a grain of salt and continue to try to get better at what I do. But this is a good stepping stone for sure to look at.
What do you think the second half, what allowed them to go on that run and cut that, they were free throw within being single digits there.
Yeah, it was just lack of discipline. I think we came in from locker room at a big high, and we were, I think at some point you can only be so hyped up or so excited to play, and some of it might have been fake excitement, and it's kind of just not coming ready and expecting them to kind of fold. But in hindsight, we can't do that. Especially when we have a lead at all, like Kentucky, who knows what's going to happen at halftime. If we're leading, we got to come out and just, play the same game and not think that this is a different game or a different half. So for us, we just got to be more solid.
More about the early rotation for the starters. You guys usually you see a little bit of change before that first media timeout. He let you guys roll a little bit. Do you guys feel like that built a little bit of that rhythm you guys had in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. That's what Woj told us. He's trying to play us a little bit more, just to get us a little more warm and try to rely on us to get off to good starts and continue to kind of get the place rolling and get the team rolling. So I guess early on we were on a kind of a good streak and we were playing really well defensively. So keeping us out to kind of continue to grow that momentum was the reason for that. So
you've been taking some more of those like long twos and knocking them down. What does that do? Like first off, for your confidence, and if you noticed teams having to play you a little bit differently on defense now because you have that in your game that maybe haven't showcased as much in previous years.
Yeah, I mean, coach. Coach says if you're open, shoot it. So it's something that I work on, and it's something that we, it's something that a shot will take. And an open shot is a good shot, and he's not going to yell at anybody for taking shots. Obviously, a long two is not necessarily a great shot, spacing wise, but just being able to hit it is big for sure, and it's going to be. Interesting to see how teams continue to play me again. So.
Yeah, and obviously you two have always been kind of a lob threat. Jeremy likes getting up to you. How do you feel like now year 3 with him, that chemistry's kind of improved?
Yeah, it's improved, a lot for sure. Especially I think early exhibition games and Colgate and obviously Arkansas was a big game where we were able to connect on those. We kind of both know that. We're kind of here and we're stuck with each other, so we can help. We're helping each other out, and we're both captains, and we're both right next to each other, coming in and setting the tone. So, he wants to get to 10 assists a game, and I want to get to at least 10 points a game. So, those go hand in hand. Yeah.
Tom's had 31 years to learn the buttons to press to help the team reach its potential. As a captain leading this group and sort of being in charge of the kind of ebbs and flows with energy and how guys are focused, how have you learned to sort of what to do with different guys and how to deal with different situations?
Yeah, I mean, I just being here, I kind of caught, I just kind of catch on to how coach handles certain people and stuff like that. So naturally, you kind of figure out who can take what at certain times. So for me, I just, I try to be a good positive voice for everybody, and not necessarily if they're playing well or if they're playing bad. Like if they're playing bad, I'm going to be able to. Get on them and in the moment or later in the day or the next day or something like that. So we just got guys that they're really looking for ways that they can get better, and they're continuing to learn and grow and listen and be coachable. So.
You probably already answered this, but you had a career high tonight. You guys kind of needed every bit of it. With that being said, how much do you take it upon yourself? You're just talking about being a leader. How much do you take it upon yourself to where, when things are a little crazy, knowing that the team can depend on you and the other captains to kind of will this team to where it needs to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's a confidence boost for sure. just because of the fact that we need it, and that's not necessarily something that's been here for my first 3 years. I guess we've always kind of been dependent on being solid and being that guy that's really. Yeah, I guess it's really solid. So now it's a step above that, and me and Jackson and Cohen have stepped up and continue to kind of accept that role that we're in, and naturally that's good for us because to get to where we want to get to, we're going to need that reliance from coach and our teammates to do that. So
Tom talked about how they kind of pushed the pace in the second half and kind of put you guys in a scary position. With that being said, what do you think you'll take, even though you guys got the win? What do you guys think that you'll take from this game that'll be important as far as the future goes?
Yeah, I mean, I think just with all the new guys that we have, continuing to learn how to handle situations in games is huge. With Cam, Jordan, and Divine, kind of the younger, newer guys, like they not necessarily have been in all these positions that we're in now. So we kind of got a little bit of both. We got UConn early, where we were where we were losing the entire game, and then Arkansas, where we're in a dogfight all game. So, and then today, where we were in a game where we were leading, but we had to finish the game. So for us, it's just continuing to learn how to handle situations where we really need to change certain things, or just continue to do what we've been doing. So.
All right. Thanks.